is unexpected. Is something wrong with Alexis?
No. No, actually, I'm here to see you.
Me? I thought you were away on some mysterious mission.
I was. I got back last night, and, I shared a car back from the airport with Amelia Jaffe. She had a lot of information about you.
And she's gonna do or say anything to make me look bad.
Yeah, well, she told me about her father.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's true. I scammed some men, and I did kill Bill Monroe, but what Amelia always leaves out is the fact that it was in self-defense, and I was exonerated. And I told Alexis, and she's been completely supportive.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from my aunt. Look, if you need help in any way, I can cut you loose from Amelia. All you have to do is say the word.
Not exactly what she wanted. You know, she wanted to make me a star, in her words, and now she can't undercut me without sabotaging herself.
Sam, you're the face of the show. I'm sure that Alexis or a good contracts attorney could find a way to push Amelia out if that's necessary.
I don't think it is. I appreciate the offer, I really do, but I don't think getting rid of Amelia is the answer. Excuse me.
Don't even think about blowing off another day's production. You should be heading for the studio.
Or what?
Well, this is between me and Sam.
Okay, it's obvious that the only reason Sam is still working with you is because you're blackmailing her. So tell me, please, what is it exactly that you're hanging over my cousin?
Sam, would you like to answer Nicholas?
Excuse me. Hello? Yes, this is she. Okay, thank you. That would be great. Thanks. I've been approved to go up to Pentonville. I'm going to go see Jason.
I was all set to jump on you for not showing up at work, but the chance to see Jason, wow, that changes everything. You two must have a lot to talk about.
It's clear that she has something that she's using against you. I told you, if you want my help, I'll...
Nicholas, I appreciate it. I really do, but nobody's twisting my arm. I want to be on Everyday Heroes, and Amelia and I will find a way to coexist.
Okay. Well, when you're ready to fill me in, I'm ready to help. Thanks.
I wonder if Nicholas would be so quick to jump to your defense if he knew that you stood by and watched as his nephew was kidnapped.
Yeah, except Jake isn't his nephew, and maybe that's what Nicholas needs to know.
Blow Jason's secret. Tell everyone that he's Jake Spencer's father. That Lucky was betrayed by his wife and a career criminal. Lucky will dump Elizabeth, and she'll be free to welcome Jason home from Pentonville with open arms. That is, if he even gets released, which he might not. Gosh, how sad for poor baby Jake growing up without a father.
Well, you grew up without a father, and look at how well you turned out. Do you know your father never even mentioned you until after we were married? Yeah, I had told him, well, that's great. Then we should put a picture of her up on the bookshelf, since you were his only child. But it was so strange. The only picture he had of you was when you were like 5, and he didn't seem to care much, so...
If that were true, you would have told me before.
I'm telling you now because there's no reason to protect your feelings. And get this straight, I am going to see Jason, and I'm going to tell him the whole truth. And nothing but.
No touching the prisoner, no passing of objects.
Okay.
Wait there. Morgan will be in soon.
seem glad to see me.
I was told I couldn't have any visitors.
Well, Spinelli arranged for me to have permission. Okay, you're obviously not gonna be the one to say it, so I guess I will. I stood and watched while your son was kidnapped. Say something. Yell at me.
You did what you did.
Aren't you gonna ask me why, though, Jason? Don't you want to know why I'm supposed to be the woman that you love? Shouldn't you want to know the reasons as to why I stood by and watched while your son was stolen?
You wanted to punish me.
You, Jason, you who promised never to lie to me was lying all the time. Day after day, month after month. I gave you so many chances to come clean, to tell me that Jake was your son. I arranged for us to meet up with them in the park, and you would just hold back. You would shut down on me, and it was killing me. Then this woman, Maureen, grieving over the loss of her own child, took Jake in the park, and I let it happen. I stood by and watched it happen because I completely lost faith in you. Trying to figure out how we ended up so far apart. And I thought it was because of your lies, just not telling me that Jake was your son. But now I realize that it started way before that, Jason. When Manny shot me in your arms and I woke up in the hospital and you told me you were breaking up with me.
I couldn't watch you get hurt again.
It was cruel. I am in love with you. You are everything to me. And you yanked it all away without even stopping for a second to consider what I might want or how I might feel.
I was wrong. I tried to fix it.
But you didn't, Jason. You never really tried as hard as I did. I kept working really hard to hold on to what we had. But you had already given up on us. Too much had already gone wrong, and you just wouldn't fight for us. And for a year, I kept making excuses as to why we weren't connecting the same way, lying to myself, trying to get you to try again. Until my perception of reality was so twisted and distorted that I stood by and watched your son being kidnapped. I was wrong. On every level, I was wrong. But you were wrong too, Jason. You were wrong to hurt me. You were wrong to give up. And you were wrong to just sit there and stare at me while I open up a vein. Say something, damn it. Say something. Even if it's just to tell me that you...
What do you want me to say? That you're right? Fine. You're right about all of it. But you still stood there in the park and you watched my son get kidnapped. Hurt you.
Then why did you do it? Jason, why did you betray my trust?
Elizabeth wanted to protect Jake from the violence.
Why is it always about what Elizabeth wants? I am supposed to be the woman that you were going to spend the rest of your life with. Did you ever once stop to consider what might work for us?
Of course I did. But I believe Elizabeth is right. Jake is better off with her unlucky.
You trust her so absolutely that you would give her your only child? How did that happen? How did she earn that trust? Did you ever once question the fact that she climbed 15 flights of stairs in a blackout to talk to you about her problems? That was not an accident, Jason. She came to our house to sleep with you. It is true. She has been yanking you around from day one. Once she got pregnant with your kid, she could do whatever she wanted. Because you had already betrayed me. You had been emotionally unfaithful for months. Sharing a secret with another woman. How many times, Jason, how many times did you meet with her behind my back? How often did you confide in her
Doesn't matter,
when you were
Sam.
closing
Doesn't
down
matter
on me?
because I'm not going to fight with you. It won't change anything that happened.
That's right, Jason. I cannot change the past, but I can damn well make sure it doesn't happen again. I was so wrong to let Maureen take Jake, but when I watched it happen, I was trapped, Jason. I was trapped. I couldn't tell what I had seen without betraying myself.
So you left Jake with a stranger while Elizabeth and I and all the people who love him were sick with fear?
Sick? I was sick too. I was sick with all the lies that I was forced to swallow to stay with you. You've got to hit rock bottom before you can start to recover. When Jake was taken, I hit rock bottom. The next couple of days, I was choking on guilt. I was afraid, Jason. I was afraid to admit the truth. But you suspected me anyway.
I knew you were hiding something.
The night Jake was taken, I had gotten a delivery. An outfit that I had ordered for him. Set for irony, it was one last thing I was going to do to get you to tell me the truth. But Jason, I don't want to live that way. Manipulating you, trying so desperately to make you give me what I need. You can't love me and support me and believe in me. You won't put me first. And I won't accept anything less. To confide in me. We would talk about everything, Jason. We would share our feelings. And that all started to disappear, and I just didn't understand why. So I kept trying to hold on, but the more I would hold, the more you would push away.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's just my point. You have nothing to say to me after I loved you with everything I had.
What you did to Jake was not love.
I stayed silent about something life-altering. The same as you. You're furious at me, but you're not going to yell at me. Because you made a commitment, right? An obligation. Is that what I am to you? Did you ever even love me at all? Because it sure as hell doesn't feel like it. There were so many people you put first. Sonny, Carly, the kids.
Sam, they're my family. You've always known that.
That's right. They're family. And I'm not. You have a loyalty to them that you never quite felt for me, and now you have a son of your own, so all of them will take priority, and I just can't live like that, Jason. I shouldn't have to. So I am releasing you from all of the promises that you ever made to me, and I'm gonna break all the promises that I ever made to you. We're over.